Hi guys, I'm CinnamonToastKen and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. And look at this scene. Nagito has been deaded. He is got his legs chopped all up, stabbed in the hand, friggin' tied up, stabbed in the stomach. I don't even know what that is. Some crazy looking spear thing. And yeah, he set some bomb. He was trying to flush the traitor out in the last episode, and a lot of crazy stuff happened. Nothing, just super important. And then this scene is what we find. So I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Kamida, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. Smile at the hope in the name of despair. Chapter 5. Is that the end of chapter 5? Or the beginning of it? Have we been between chapters this whole time? Eventually the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. I think he figured out that maybe he's also the, maybe he was the traitor. He just didn't remember. Or maybe there wasn't a traitor. Who knows?
What? What?
What's going on here?
Are you serious?
Is he really dead? He's not to pretend to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know?
That's right. It's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why. I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. So I don't know. There's like not a lot of blood around his legs, which makes me think that maybe have been done after he was already dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killing finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected to be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. You couldn't help seeing it. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievable, abnormal occurrences happened all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement, then it's for real.
Hey!
Then Nagito is really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement is made, doesn't that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
Right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito. Oh, one of us killed Nagito. One of us killed him so brutally. Then it's gonna start again. The class trial's gonna start soon, right?
Of course.
Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is.
Hey.
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then time for action is now. So allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma fight.
Wait!
Hold it right there.
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way like that. It's not about... I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way.
You stupid brother!
Shut up, I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you gonna keep putting them through this? No more, I won't let you. I'll make sure I'll pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, I remember who you are. You're Monomi.
Me?
You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monomi, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? Not fair, you're shutting up too?
Please wait!
Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? How she ends like every sentence with right. Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it, right? I don't know. That's the only way we can survive, right? God dang it, he called it.
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kind of depressing.
Does this mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually,
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh, the end?
what's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer? I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey,
If this will finally be
you
over,
serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your parents before they hatch. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So,
Once again,
the Monokuma file!
would it be messed up if the timer just runs out and like a boat comes out and it's like, okay, you can go home. You didn't have to kill each other.
Phew.
You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Do your best.
Wait! I won't forgive you.
I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is really nearly at the end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still,
Katsuichi, you understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can't go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
All right.
All right, let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go home.
however,
It's nice to think that everyone can go home, but that's impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. Ugh, the way those words began to sink into me because we're all idiots and don't realize the situation ever that we're in. It was true that the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it because the victim was Nagito. Because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. Investigate! Ooh. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Dead. 5'9". What a shorty. The victim is Nagito Kamida. Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration in his left arm and knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this makes me depressed. Is there something wrong with the Monokuma file? Again, but what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there's multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and knife impaled through his right hand.
yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what investigating is. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now, it's only a chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
Yeah. Duh! Duh! Yes, we should investigate. Let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I could probably investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Or maybe he did. Stop trying to lead me, game. Alright, so let's see here. What do we got here? What do we got? We got some fire grenades on the ground. All over the place, probably the fire grenades. Yep. Is that a clue? Fire is only extinguishing thanks to sprinklers. Nevertheless, this evidence really is that strange. Yes. Then why'd you have to show me an entire cutscene? There's a lighter. It's an oil lighter. Some curtains have been hanging. It looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's the most foolish thought. This has certainly caused the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means?
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick to do it? Some trick with it?
You are right.
Killer probably planned to destroy evidence, setting his warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why the killer would set a fire to the crime scene, but... Oil lighter has been added to the truth section of your handbook. In the last game, this... The murder that lines up with this is the one with one of the despair girls, but she was already dead from the beginning of the game. I don't think they're gonna. No, they may not. Nah, they may pull something like that. Why is there a Monokuma plushie with blood on it? Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding, I'm not dead! Is this one of the life-size plushies you were being produced in this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too.
Hey!
Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading.
What the heck?
Who are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? And why did he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like a plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monomi. Monomi? But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you to the very end. I'll definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If this was Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. So maybe the lighter was inside the stomach and his bloody hand, he like reached in and before he got tied up or something? Maybe. Let's look at the body. Never expected Nagito to die like this. He's always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again, and we'll never be saved by him again. No, now is the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything that catches my eye. Which is a lot, apparently. Alright, this rope is burned. Right wrist is tied with the rope. But it looks like the tip of the rope burned off. Could this be the result of the fire? That's weird. The rope burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he is so close to the blaze? So they used the rope like a detonator kind of thing. Like the rope was pulled throughout the place and lit, and then so it burned towards the hanging down crap. I can't think of words right now. Burned rope has been added to the true section of your handbook. Knife. The knife stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well?
By the way, it seems the wounds in his legs and left arm were caused by that knife. which means the killer was stabbing the guy's... Yeah, no, he got stabbed and stabbed the knife to his right hand.
Cannot be.
And they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
And then does that mean the killer went through the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? They could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why'd they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Is he gagged? Must have been great pain. He clearly had his agonized look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep him from screaming for help?
This is bad.
A horrible look on his face. The blood splatter. This doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him. Hey, got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Moved past me and squatted down to his face. One swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. What are you doing?
It's gonna be
It'll
fine.
be fine. I'll put it right back once I'm done investigating.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue. How ungrateful swine! You're gonna get cursed. Oh, the blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice in his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splatter on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. Yep. Huh? What's wrong with that?
Well,
The duct tape has crinkles in it like it's sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth while under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? It means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Isn't that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put duct tape back in his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, there's always some kind of clue. I should remember it. Duct tape has been added. Alright. There's a cut on his upper left arm, his legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. It's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look as deep compared to the other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that hideous wound, there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange. Are you gonna walk me through this whole thing? Can I just look at this?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think the blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Like he was doing it to himself, maybe? Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Or maybe he had a knife in his hand. Well, that'd explain the blood of his palm, but there's something else strange. When you flip over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
there's also blood, but only in the middle of the joint of each finger. Actually, this is kind of weird that it's on the back like that, though. You're right. Well, this is the only part.
see?
Said strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. I don't think... I mean, he didn't do this alone. I don't... Well, maybe... No, there's no way. There's no way he would be able to stab himself that many times, right? And then the spear, yeah. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Handbook. Alright. Check out the spear here. Spear with a flash ornament is impaled deeply in Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. Looks like that's the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? It's a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. If you use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not! This is the Spear of Gun Gear, right? You definitely just came to that just now. The Spear of Gun Gear, isn't that from the first game when old girl gets stabbed a bunch of times?
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice, damn you all to hell! Let's see, even if he doesn't know what's inside the castle. Yeah, so it's weighted, and there's blood on the weight. More importantly, they focus on the investigation. Spirit never catches my eye, but the way on the end cord coming out of the handle, it looks like the poured blood on it too. For some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungar has been added to the truth section of your handbook. It just feels like he was heavily involved in his own murder. Was he holding onto the cord and the cord was strapped to the ceiling and then he let it go and it stabbed him or something? Did he have someone tie him up? Or did he tie himself up? And I don't know. It's like, if no one else says that they're the traitor, then he's got to be the traitor, so he has to kill himself. This case is getting pretty weird. I still suspect Akane, but you know, there's just weird things. Weird things. Both Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't be able to move at all. According to Monokuma, follow wounds, his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie, but they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? Huh? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? But why would his mouth be covered if they're trying to torture information out of him, right? If you disagree with the spear in his chest, the other wounds are inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. I don't know. I can't imagine how all this works out. I mean, we'll figure it out eventually, but it just seems like to me that it was like if nobody stops the bombs, then I'll kill myself or something because I'm the traitor. But then why would he have all the stabs on him, you know? This doesn't make sense. If that's the case. What was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if it was torture, there's no doubt the killer must have held deep grudge towards Nagito.
Damn it!
Refusing to let them die. Refusing to let them die easily, I can totally understand the dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, were they really gone this far? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. We've actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? A classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find the killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Just like everybody else that survived, right? Can I investigate? Yeah, there's blood up there. I see the blood! I see it! Can I investigate it? But why is there blood all the way up there then? So he already had blood on his hand and it... Yeah, okay. They won't let me investigate it. Okay, tell me what you're doing then. It mattered for Gundam killing and for me can. But it looks like this is different this time. It doesn't matter this time. Doesn't matter. Oh. This time looks like time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file that time was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we holding on to at that time? Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm just going to give her a normal voice again because I can't ever understand what I'm even saying. What are we going to do? Well, right now it's 12:30. So it also has an alarm clock function. That means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. How it happened that recently? It's totally a fresh kill. Fresh means like bad way to describe it. Happened 30 minutes ago. Was around the time we were struggling with the bombs. Alright, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Right.
Which means whoever did this doesn't have an alibi for that time as Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died, the killer could also use some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Right.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we're all split up to search for bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. And nobody was where they were supposed to be, apparently.
Like,
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Oh, what's gonna happen?
obviously
This
wrong.
riding school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey, hey,
Well, what do you mean, something?
shut up! Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with the countdown. Yeah, anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. Let's focus on the investigation.
I know.
Yeah, I know. And don't bring up strange stuff like that. So nobody has anything important involving the case? What about you, Chiaki? You've been walking me through this one this time. Just look steep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? There's something strange about the ceiling? Yeah, about that sprinkler. There's one sprinkler head that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see the girder right next to it, right there.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Yeah, I saw that earlier because I'm freaking super awesome at figuring stuff out, like murder mysteries. Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood can get up there, right? Plus, it's a straight line. Maybe all the stab wounds are so that he would bleed out. And if we stop the bomb on time or something, then we'd be able to go save him, maybe? I don't know. I think I'm kind of on the sacrificing himself thing a little bit here. But he had to have help, though. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. But the rope had to have blood on it before he let go of it. So he was already bleeding. Now then, I guess it's enough investigating the area of the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they would have gone to the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate the other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should investigate the other areas inside the warehouse first. Okay. You guys follow me? There's the radio. MP3 player. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. Was it set for a timer? Why is it here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music is playing from here. You know that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinkler. There's no mistaking it was playing from that MP3 player. I disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? MP3 player, add this in your handbook. Maybe that's why he has that freaky, crazy face on, like the crazy eyes, because he's like, "Holy crap, I'm the traitor!" and then died. I don't know, maybe. There's a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. How did the curtain in the back's tipped over and burned? Did the fire do that? But why are they all scattered around like this? Last time, they were all neat. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh?
See?
Look at the tipped over panel by the entrance, really close to the door, right? So maybe there's a reason these panels are tipped, the reason the panels are tipped over is... I'll open it slowly. Yeah, they were all standing up. They were all standing up and then she kicked them all over. Maybe they were all supposed to fall over and do something. Like, in case we came over there early enough. Could it be? Was that
Yeah.
it? And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey, hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that's the only one that's neat in order.
So,
Certainly is strange. You can speculate this was done intentionally. Okay. So open the door and it goes bloop, 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 bloop. They fall back over there, but why? 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 I have to talk to everybody again to get more clues? Like this is completely soaked the sprinkler, even though there's an important clue here. You might not have noticed it, but it's better than the warehouse breaking the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside and throwing
you
grenades.
are right.
I agree. If we did, we'd have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. The sun is all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Oh, I know. The lighter, right? I guess that we got knocked over for the lighter? But why? So we could find him? That may be how the fire started, but how? What about the rope? The burnt rope. Anyway. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Ha ha!
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
What?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime.
Whoa!
You're screwing me.
Yes.
Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Okay, well that wasn't a clue. Well, even though I said I was gonna freaking kill him,
Hey!
there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know?
Jeez.
We're gonna the countdown after we leave this class trial. Do you notice anything? So Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished investigating Nako's body, I think it's time for me to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? That's not all either. When we're looking for the bombs, why are you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my! It cannot be!
Well, unless you tell me. It's a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. What? Sonia.
I am sorry!
I'm terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall call down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them? And as suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base... Wait, the bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs from the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them... What?
See.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
Look at Monokuma back there like, oh no!
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it! All to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monokuma as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That's why I knew it's a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. that bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. Upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. So, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. And you're right, I got it. Our account has been added to this truth section. Pretty much finished looking for clues in the warehouse, able to find some clues, but there's still many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? Several things I'm worried about the crime scene. The military base, Sonia mentioned the plushie factory next door, the castle, and Nagito's room. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the others have finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you guys, this is about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too. In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea. Is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Then is it okay if we leave this place? I guess so. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. Yep, we just gotta do it. This is why there's no time to stand around. No time to talk forever like I always do. Alright, we gotta go investigate in here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Where's that computer at? No, I don't. Kept going after her. Why did I not get the message in the... When we saw the message on the laptop. Does he still watch this from somewhere? He's not how this message... Time this message perfectly. Set to play after the explosion of the wireless signal from the detonator. Why do they have to leave a message again? I don't get it. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means the video was recorded in advance. So see, that's why I was like, he planned all of this out because he did this. Like, if he didn't expect to be dead or maybe dying at the time when we were here, then why would there be a video, you know? That's right, besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. Try messing around the laptop, it's locked, no way can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Hey, I'm overthinking this. Norma's machine stopped. Apparently the bomb that were stuffed inside this truck are actually fireworks. Reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular catching my eye. Life-size Monokuma plushie crammed inside an enormous basket. It looks like there aren't any clues here. And actually, this whole thing, like welding this box and this thing on top, Kazuichi just got a little suspicious. Just throwing that out there. Perfectly let's shut this door. This will retain the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing in the floor. It looks like a clue, not even trash. Okay, I haven't investigated something yet. I guess I gotta talk to her. I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Monokuma is exactly someone you would normally run into.
However...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought suddenly occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off in the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. You think that the group that's forced to kill us would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. There's a bomb inside. It wouldn't explode if you carelessly mess with it.
Yes, pie.
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb! You'll know if you pick me up, see? You feel a soft way of cotton.
I see.
You're right.
However...
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm going to give you guys a hint, you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it foreshadowed that killing is gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved. If the bomb wasn't from the military base factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Monokuma's count has been just section handbook. All right. Well, we got what we needed from here. Excuse me, I'm trying to go in here. Well, it's locked. Apparently. We can't go inside thanks to that. I'm annoyed. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to investigate another area. What are you going to do? I'll go look for Monokuma. He might open it for us. And let me know when we go inside. Yeah, I got it. Why can't we just call for Monokuma and he show up? Wait, where else am I supposed to look? The map will tell me. Oh, the castle, that's right. Guitar! Oh yeah, castle, there it is right here. I need to read those files that he has. Oh, you're already here. Wee.
Yo.
Look at that wall of spears. It's obvious that's where the weapon came from. Yep. There it is. It's missing. There's more of them there, too. Watermelon hanging from the wall. Spears. Definitely it, right?
I see.
Just so I thought it looked exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cords attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears in the wall is missing. There's no mistaking, the killer took one of these spears and used it as a weapon. The Spear of Gungar, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. Why did the killer use a spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they can't just kill him with a knife, but it would have been easy. And it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they've chose this spear for a reason. What could be the reason? So he'd kill himself. That's what I think, anyway. Still convinced. Password. Okay, only when we found the password. And he's dead. Deal with that later. Right now, investigation comes first. That's it, right? A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed in the bed of the truck.
Whoa!
Oh, I found it! What'd you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but also found stuff like a survival knife? Wait, that's the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand.
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is my first time I've been here. That sounds fishy.
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening.
Hey!
Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Okay. Tink. Alright, this may be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check it myself. The Driftwood helicopter will execute Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Oops. Oh, there's another one. I tried looking through the truck bed. It's empty, nothing here. When I first came here, there's something on the truck bed which Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
Bombs had disappeared. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible he was the real thing. Never mind, he said as much as video message. So he's surprised? Seriously, think about it. You really think there are enough bombs to blow up the entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did that to weed out the traitor. Oh, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there's a different motive behind his actions. I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's dead. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, I'm able to find a clue. Let's go. Okay, let's go to his room and find out stuff. There they are. What's up, guys? Open that door.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime. What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to lock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy.
Then do it! It's sweet cause it's made out of black beans! Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose.
Creak.
Bye-bye.
See, open the door. You can freely investigate now. This is my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More important, let's go inside. That door is open. Yeah, you're right. All right, it's gonna be like a messed up room. Probably normal and clean. Hey! So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I just want to open that chest, that little box over there. I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue that might be hidden here. Yeah, let's investigate. Let's look at this thing, the big treasure box. There's a Monokuma in the bathroom. A fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Yeah, your treasure, magnificent treasure box.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Chucky, do you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. No, she was just reacting. It looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box is here, and that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? Because Monomi's got secrets too, and he's trying to figure them all out. In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside. It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. Open the lid. Inside, there's a notebook. What is this? Why is a notebook inside the treasure box? It's her diary. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings, and they were drawn by children, the entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. This is a diary? Looks like it. Did Monomi write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5. I don't really understand it, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. Alright, when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, that's nothing.
Stop it!
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my
I
hand.
won't forgive you.
Yeah, I asked you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I'd come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey.
Hey, that notebook is pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
Hey, you're a liar! You just show up out of nowhere.
Who are you?
Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monokuma can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way.
What?
Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So what's this all about? You seriously trying to crush me?
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to sell things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's how should I put it?
Bye.
Excuse me. Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again. Same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get any answers from her. Still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better if I didn't ask her. Monomi's notebook has been added to the true section of your handbook. Come here, teddy bear. Yeah. Oh, it's the last one from that area. Yay, 10 mono coins. All right, what else we got in here? Oh man, a lot of stuff. All right, let's see what's on this bookshelf. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuff under the shelf. It might take a little time to go through all that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. No, I don't. I do not agree at all. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go through the trouble putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Monokuma's special poison. For poisoning use only. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who doesn't like cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. That bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? It says poison on it! I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is... Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Did you take a whole refrigerator from the octagon? Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. Be careful with that bottle, don't drop it. Stop it, if you wear like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specially for killing someone, specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. It's enchanted liquid. It's high, potent, and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though it's volatility. I can't. That's a word I know, but I can't say it right now. The liquid is very dangerous and vaporized. In its gaseous state, it's heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it's suspicious to hydrolysis. Did he poison himself? So it's possible to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure and stored in a cool place in a glass plastic container away from the sunlight. I'm just talking about the fire, you know. Maybe that's why Monokuma wouldn't let us go into the building, because we'd breathe the poison in and die. Just a thought, because why else would they show us the poison, you know? This sure doesn't look like a chemical solely made for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be kept poison secure, but where did I get something like this? That question should apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb. Did he just like, has he been driving a vehicle around this whole time and just picking up stuff?
See?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such a dangerous item. The octagon inside the funhouse. Oh, that's me. The poison, it must have been brought with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding it somewhere in his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broken the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me. Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. What about this poison?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder if there's a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet. No, I think it's already been sprung. Another trap.
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using the poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on this island. What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even though you've died? No, I think it's already been used. I think it's okay. Where are the files? That's what I want. The bed that comes with the cottages looks like my room, but
Hey.
there's something hidden in the bed. Yeah, like porn. Well, just check just in case. No expectations without thinking. I peeked into the bed and, oh, there's something here. A plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What is this? Gas mask and rubber gloves. This is the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? Was he hiding? Why, was he hiding these under his bed? What did he use these for? Gas mask and gloves have been added to the true bullet section of your handbook.
Hajime.
Is there anything else under the bed? Let's see. Started looking. There's a small piece of paper on the floor. Made of blue aluminum. Or aluminium, whatever you want to call it. A round piece of aluminum, huh? Similar to those seals that go over the jars that open up with mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean it's just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, look at this now.
Well,
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? They definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. What should we do? Really difficult to go through all these piles. Doesn't mean we should ignore it though.
yep.
I'll leave it to you then. You're like, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know. There might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but... So I'll leave the shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing. Sidewalk to the shelf. One by one, I started removing books and examining. But even as I examined them carefully, there's still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Finally, I found it. The file was the only one I received. Yeah, but it's not just about me. Only my information. Is it really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And then he said, I was from the reserve department. Might be another one of his lies too. Opened the file and held in my hand to confirm that. I instantly realized something was strange. If this really only has my information, then why is this file so thick? Yeah, that's what I said. Dun dun dun! It was clear to me, just as I thought. Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there's information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died, and had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, weight, and so forth. One thing specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There's no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey, hey.
Did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. It's a special prize, it sure is. As I recall, the secret profile should be in there. It's not just my profile, the profiles of everyone on this island are in there too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
Everyone, yeah, it's basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look? She leaned in and peeked into the file. We are reading books together!
You're right. My profile is really in here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy.
You know, he had a conversation with Monokuma about there being lies about what's in the book. So maybe my department is a lie. Maybe that's not true. But why, I wonder?
If it's not written in there, These profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
But Nagito was very interested in it. There we go. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles. But his name is the only one missing, right?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
Oh, snap.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name is in that file? Perhaps based on that you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written here. It's not the reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Host Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all riled up!
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? Well, let's turn back to the file. One by one, I started flipping the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could be it could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. The ultimate imposter. Dun dun dun! And that's Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate fluid prodigy, Byakuya Togami! A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That's still weird, though. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in this killing school file?
so cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time?
Still.
But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having a talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a little more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right!
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on that context, if I had to guess,
No.
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth, nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Host Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monokuma or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's the who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
It's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent from the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a
Are
clue.
you sure about
Was
this?
that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait.
Bye!
Excuse me for a moment. That chimed just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial.
The last.
Please gather at Monokuma Rock.
The last class
I'll
trial.
see you soon.
Well then, the final class trial. The last class trial? He said that right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
I heard it too. He really did say the last. Yeah, okay, say it one more time. I got it. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. He said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still.
But I can't imagine it's the real end. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we're so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know. You're right, you're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Or will they? Dun dun dun, dun dun dun! Or will they? Monokuma Rock. Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. This is it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed. So, it's gonna happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
Right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
No, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
Right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? She is mad. You haven't realized it yet? The feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
What are you saying? There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
Pick you up.
Damn right, stupid rabbits, just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. I finally realized after losing my powers. I realized that cursing your powerlessness on your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to overcome someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Mini Mario. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. All fine.
Still.
Somehow I understand what Monokuma was saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial. You're right. Did I say that? Anyway, we need to fight as much as we can. No matter what no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Oh. Roar! This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. Oh wait, this elevator ride, this will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. Yeah.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. The bright light greeted us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Wow.
Well now.
Alright guys, we're going to pause the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will get this trial underway in the next episode. Until then, mwah, mwah, mwah. Stay toasty, my friends.